What if the reason you're not earning more isn't because you're not working hard enough, but because you're working too hard in the wrong way? Most people believe that to multiply their income, they need to sacrifice more time, more energy, and more of their life. But that path leads to one thing: burnout. And burnout doesn't build wealth, it destroys it. Tony Robbins teaches something radically different. Income growth isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters better. The truth is, there are people working fewer hours than you with less stress than you, yet they're earning 10x more. Why? Because they've mastered leverage, focus, and strategy. Imagine waking up energized, fully in control of your time, and still seeing your income grow consistently. Imagine building wealth without sacrificing your health, your relationships, or your peace of mind. That's not a fantasy, it's a system. In this video, you'll discover 5 powerful lessons that will completely shift how you think about money, work, and success. Stay with me until the end, because one of these lessons could change your financial future forever. Lesson 1. Focus on high-value activities. The modern workforce often falls into the trap of performative busyness, a state where individuals equate the length of their to-do list with the value of their contribution. However, the foundational principle of high-level success is rooted in the Pareto principle, which suggests that 80% dollar of your results stem from just 20% dollar of your activities. To truly expand your income while reclaiming your time, you must undergo a radical shift in perspective. It requires a ruthless audit of your daily schedule to distinguish between shallow work, the administrative minutiae, the endless emails, and the redundant meetings, and deep work that moves the needle on your long-term goals. When you stop glorifying the hustle and start prioritizing impact, you transition from being a reactive worker to a strategic architect of your own career. Identifying these high-value activities involves looking at the ROI, return on investment, of every hour you spend. High-value tasks are typically those that utilize your unique genius, the specific intersection of skills that only you possess. For a salesperson, this might be closing high-ticket deals rather than organizing CRM data. For a writer, it is the act of creation rather than formatting documents. If you spend your day on tasks that could be done by someone earning a fraction of your target rate, you are effectively capping your income at that lower level. High earners understand that their time is a finite resource and treat it with the same level of scrutiny that a hedge fund manager treats capital. They protect their peak productivity hours for the $20% dollar of tasks that generate the $80% dollar of revenue. Furthermore, focusing on high-value activities is a psychological game as much as a logistical one. Our brains often crave the quick win of clearing small tasks because it provides a hit of dopamine. Checking off 10 minor items feels productive, but it is often a form of procrastination disguised as work. This productive procrastination prevents you from tackling the difficult, high-stakes projects that actually lead to wealth and professional growth. To break this cycle, you must develop the discipline to eat the frog first, addressing the most impactful, often most challenging task at the start of your day. By doing so, you ensure that even if the rest of your day is interrupted by chaos, you have already secured the majority of your daily value. Lesson 2. Build systems, not stress. One of the most profound realizations you can have is that your personal effort is not scalable. There are only 24 hours in a day, and if your income is tied directly to your hourly output, you have created a self-imposed ceiling on your wealth. Building systems is the process of decoupling your income from your time. A system is a repeatable process that produces a consistent result without requiring your constant intervention. This could be as simple as an automated email sequence that nurtures leads, or as complex as a global distribution network. By shifting your focus from doing the work to building the machine that does the work, you move from being an operator to an owner. Systems provide the infrastructure for growth, allowing you to handle 10 times the volume with the same amount of personal stress. The beauty of a well-oiled system is that it creates predictability in an inherently unpredictable world. Stress often arises from the feeling of being out of control, the fear that if you stop for a moment, everything will crumble. Systems act as the safety net that prevents this collapse. For example, if you rely on manual lead generation, you are always one sick day away from a dry pipeline. However, if you build an automated funnel, the system continues to work for you while you sleep, travel, or focus on higher-level strategy. This isn't just about software, it's about standard operating procedures, SOPs. Documentation allows you to hand off repetitive tasks to others with the confidence that the quality will remain high. In this way, systems are the ultimate form of leverage. Ultimately, building systems is an act of self-respect. It is the acknowledgement that your time is too valuable to be spent on tasks that can be handled by a script or a process. When you invest time upfront to build a system, you are essentially buying back your future time. Imagine a scenario where you spend 10 hours today to automate a task that takes you 1 hour every week. Within 10 weeks, the investment has paid for itself, and every week thereafter is a net gain. This is the compound interest of productivity. Over years, the person who builds systems will always outperform the person who simply works hard, because the system builder's capacity is limited only by the efficiency of their machines, not the endurance of their muscles. Lesson 3. Leverage other people's skills. The solopreneur myth is a dangerous one. It suggests that the most virtuous way to succeed is to do everything yourself. In reality, the most successful individuals in history have been master orchestrators of talent. Leveraging other people's skills is the shortcut to excellence because it allows you to bypass the years of trial and error required to master a new discipline. If you need a website, you could spend 3 months learning basic HTML and CSS, or you could hire an expert who can build a world-class site in 3 days. By delegating to specialists, you ensure that every facet of your business is handled by someone who is better at it than you are. This leaves you free to remain in your zone of genius where you provide the most value. Collaboration is not just about hiring employees, it's about building a network of mutual leverage. This includes outsourcing, partnering with other businesses, or even using AI and software created by others. When you leverage someone else's skill, you are essentially purchasing their decade of experience for a few $100 or $1,000. This is an incredible bargain. The resistance to delegation often stems from an ego-driven belief that no one can do it as well as I can. While that might be true for specific tasks, a team of people doing things at $80 dollar of your quality is still infinitely more productive than you doing everything at $100 dollar. But being able to accomplish only a fraction of the work, expanding your capacity through others, also fosters a culture of leadership and empowerment. When you trust others with important responsibilities, you aren't just offloading work, you are building a team that can think and solve problems on its own. This is the difference between a business that owns you and a business that you own. As you scale, your role shifts from doer-in-chief to visionary-in-chief. Your job becomes to point the ship in the right direction and ensure the right people are in the right seats. This leverage is what allows founders to run multiple companies or enjoy significant leisure time without sacrificing their income. Remember, the goal is to be the conductor of the orchestra, not to play every instrument simultaneously. Lesson 4. Upgrade your skills strategically. In an era of rapid technological change, your current skill set has a shelf life. However, not all skill acquisition is created equal. Many people make the mistake of learning lateral skills, things that make them slightly better at their current job but don't change their economic bracket. Strategic skill upgrades focus on high-income skills, those that have a high barrier to entry, a high impact on revenue, and are difficult to automate. These include persuasion, strategic thinking, leadership, and high-level problem-solving. While technical skills like coding or accounting are valuable, it is the soft skills of human interaction and decision-making that typically command the highest premiums in the marketplace. To upgrade strategically, you must look at where the world is going, not just where it is now. If you are in a field being disrupted by AI, your strategic upgrade should be learning how to direct that AI, or shifting into roles that require high emotional intelligence and complex negotiation, areas where machines still struggle. You should aim to be T-shaped, possessing a broad base of general knowledge across many fields with a deep specialized expertise in 1 or 2 high-value areas. This makes you both versatile and indispensable. The most lucrative skills are often those that act as multipliers. For instance, being a great engineer is good, but being a great engineer who can also sell and lead a team makes you a rare and highly compensated asset. Continuous learning must be integrated into your lifestyle, but it should be targeted rather than aimless. Instead of consuming information randomly, adopt just-in-time learning. This means identifying the specific skill you need to reach the next level of your career and obsessively mastering it until it is internalized. Whether it's taking a high-end mastermind, hiring a coach, or spending hundreds of hours in deep practice, the investment in your own mind provides the highest return of any asset class. Unlike money, a skill can never be taken away from you, and it can be used to generate wealth regardless of the economic climate. In the modern economy, you are not paid for your time, you are paid for the value your skills allow you to create. Lesson 5. Protect your energy like your wealth depends on it. We often treat our energy as an infinite resource, pushing through fatigue with caffeine and sheer willpower. But energy is the literal fuel for your cognitive function, your creativity, and your emotional resilience. If you are operating at 50% dollar energy, your decision-making becomes flawed, your patience wears thin, and your ability to spot opportunities vanishes. High performers understand that their output is a direct reflection of their internal state. Protecting your energy is not a luxury or a form of pampering, it is a strategic business necessity. When you are well rested, physically fit, and mentally clear, you can accomplish in 4 hours what a burnt-out version of yourself would struggle to finish in 12. A crucial part of energy management is setting boundaries. This means saying no to social obligations that drain you, toxic clients who stress you, and low-value tasks that clutter your mind. It also involves optimizing your physical biology. This includes prioritizing high-quality sleep, nourishing your body with real food, and moving your body daily. These aren't just health tips, they are performance enhancers. Think of your brain as a high-performance engine. If you put low-grade fuel in it and never change the oil, it will eventually seize up. Professional athletes spend more time on recovery than they do on the field, yet in the business world we often view recovery as a sign of weakness. To reach the top 1%, you must invert this logic. Mental and emotional energy are just as vital as physical stamina. Constant notifications, doom scrolling, and multitasking create a state of attention residue that fractures your focus and exhausts your brain. To protect your mental energy, you must create environments that facilitate flow. This might mean working in blocks of uninterrupted time, practicing mindfulness to manage stress, or taking think weeks to disconnect and recalibrate. When your energy is high, you radiate confidence and clarity, which naturally attracts better opportunities and more successful collaborators. Your income will never sustainably exceed your personal energy levels. By treating your vitality as your most precious currency, you ensure that you have the power to execute your vision and enjoy the wealth you've built. Multiplying your income without burnout isn't about chasing more, it's about becoming more intentional. It's about shifting from exhaustion to efficiency, from chaos to clarity, and from constant effort to intelligent execution. The world has conditioned you to believe that success requires sacrifice at the highest level, but that belief is outdated. Tony Robbins reminds us that true wealth is not just financial, it's the ability to live life on your terms, and that starts with how you choose to work, think, and manage your energy. You don't need to grind yourself into the ground to succeed. You need a smarter strategy, better habits, and a clear focus on what truly drives results. When you apply these 5 lessons, something powerful happens. You stop surviving and start scaling. So ask yourself, are you building a life that supports your success, or a lifestyle that's slowly draining it? The choice is yours. If this message resonated with you, don't just watch, act. Because the difference between where you are today and where you want to be is in what you do next.